Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge International AS A-Level Pure Mathematics 3 Paper 3 970932 Feb March 2021. Let us move to the question. Question number 1 says solve the equation. This one, give your answer correct to three significant figures, and we can write down this equation. Log of x cubed minus 3 is equal to this one. 3 log x we can write as log x raised to the power 3. Power can be like number 3 can be transferred as power, and minus log of 3, and log a minus log b will be equal to log of a over b, so it will be x cubed over 3. Again we have applied the log rule, and now we got the equation x cubed minus 3 is equal to log of x cubed over 3, and we can remove log from both sides, and we can get this will be x cubed minus 3. X cubed minus 3 is equal to x cubed over 3, and we can cross multiply, so we'll get 3x cubed minus 9 is equal to x cubed, and we can shift this x cubed to the side, so it will be 2x cubed is equal to 9, so x cubed is equal to 9 by 2. And similarly we can remove the power 3 by taking x raised to the power x cube raised to 1 by 3, so it will be equal to x and raised to the power 1 by 3, and this value we can check with the help of calculator. So 9 over 2 and raised to the power 1 over 3, and this is equal to 1.65, so 1.65. This will be final answers for this part. Now question number 2. Question 2 says the polynomial, this one, where a and b are constants, is denoted by p of x. It is given that x plus 2 is a factor of p of x, and that when p of x is divided by x plus 1, remainder is 2. So two situations are provided. One situation is that f of p of x is equal to ax cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x plus b. And first situation is that x plus 2 is a factor of this, so it means x plus 2 will be equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 2, and by factor theorem we can write p of minus 2 will be equal to 0, and we can rewrite as a into minus 2 cubed plus 5 into minus 2 squared, and minus 4 into minus 2 and plus b. Further we can simplify this, and we can put equal to 0 this one, right? So, and this will be equal, this will be what? This will be minus 2 cubed will be minus 8a, and minus 2 square will be 4. 4 into 5 will be 20, so plus 20, and minus into minus will be plus 8, so plus 8 plus b is equal to 0. So we can write this equation minus 8a plus b is equal to minus 28. This will be our equation 1. And the second equation we can take from this statement: when p of x is divided by x plus 1, the remainder is 2. So p of minus 1 will be having a remainder of 2. So we will replace minus 1 in the given equation p of x. So it will be a minus 1 cubed plus 5 into minus 1 squared, and minus 4 into minus 1 plus b, and this is equal to 2. This is the remainder, and now we can simplify. Minus 1 cubed will be minus 1, so minus a, and minus 1 squared will be 1, so plus 5, and minus plus, so plus 4, and plus b is equal to 2. So this equation we can rewrite as minus a plus b is equal to 2 minus 9, which is equal to minus 7. So our equation will become, we can change sign of the equation, we can write a minus b is equal to 7, and this will be our equation 2. Equation 1 and 2 can be solved simultaneously, and we can write over here equation 1 I'm writing here minus 8a plus b is equal to minus 28, and now we can add and we can cancel b, and we will be having this one will be minus 7a is equal to minus 21. So minus we can cancel from both sides, so this implies a will be equal to 21 over 7, which is equal to 3. So a is equal to 3. We got a value, and now we can replace this a value in any of these two equations which we got. I'm replacing in a minus b is equal to 7, so 3 minus b is equal to 7, so b is equal to 3 minus 7, which is equal to minus 4, so b is equal to minus 4. This will be the a and b values, which is find the values of a and b. 5 marks per question, which we are done. Now question number 3, it says by first expressing the equation tan x plus 45 degrees is equal to this one as a quadratic equation in tan x. Solve the equation for 0 to 180 degree, and this is 6 marks question. So for this one, tan alpha plus beta, we know tan alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta over 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. So this will be one formula, and the other formula, general thing, we know that cot x is inverse of 1 over tan x. So this one, so these two results we will be using, and our equation will be in terms of tan x plus, we have x plus 45, so our alpha is x and beta is 45, so we can write tan of x plus 45 degree will be equal to tan of alpha, which is x, tan of x plus tan of 45 degrees, and divided by 1 minus tan of x tan of 45 degrees. Now tan of 45 degrees 1, we can check also tan of 45 will be equal to 1, so we can replace these values. So tan of x plus 1 over 1 minus tan x, this one, and we know this is equal to what? This is equal to 2 tan of x, 2 plus tan x over tan x. So this one we know this is equal to 2 over tan. We will be rewriting this one, 2 cotangent x, we can write 2 over tan x, or 2 into 1 over tan x if you may be confused. So 2 cot x, we can write 2 into 1 over tan x plus 1, and this one we can take LCM and we can write tan x, and this will be 2 plus tan x, and this side will be tan x plus 1 over 1 minus tan x. We reached over here, and then we can cross multiply. So cross multiplying tan square x plus tan x is equal to 2 plus tan x. This will be multiplied by 1, and we got this, and then 2 plus tan x will be multiplied by minus tan x, and we will get minus tan x 2 multiply this one. Okay, what I will do, I will put in brackets and then I will multiply so that everything will be more clear. So tan square x plus tan x is equal to 2 into 1 will be 2 and 2 into minus tan x will be minus 2 tan x, and tan x into 1 will be plus tan x, and tan x into minus tan x will be minus tan square x. And this tan square x we can shift to the other side. Basically we'll shift everything from this side, we'll shift to the other side, and that will be what? So it will be tan square x plus tan x and minus 2 plus 2 tan x minus tan x and plus tan square x is equal to 0. And now we can add the like terms, and this we can cancel also. This plus tan x minus tan x, so these two will be cancelled, and we can write tan square x this one and this also tan square x. So 2 tan square x and plus 2 tan square x will be, we can write 2 tan x, this one square x we have written down, this is 2 tan x, and minus 2 is equal to 0. We can rewrite the equation. 2 is not equal to 0, we can take common and leave that one. So tan square x plus tan x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is in terms of tan x, and we can replace this like y square, or even we can directly solve this one. So mode 5 3, and this will be coefficient of tan square is 1, coefficient of tan is 1, and constant value is minus 1, so this will be equal to minus 1, or we can take the decimal value 0.618. So x is equal to tan inverse, or direct we can first write tan x is equal to 0.618, and the second value also we can write, which will be minus 1.618. So tan x is equal to minus 1.618. Now we can find x is equal to tan inverse of 0.618, and this value will be what? Can make a line. So this value will be x is equal to tan inverse of minus 1.618, and this one we can check the angle. So this will be shift tan of 0.618, and this will be equal to 31.72. so x is equal to 31.72, and this side x will be equal to, we can take this one as minus 1.618, and this is equal to minus 58.28, minus 58.28. Now we can, what we can do, we can reduce this one a little so that we will get space, and I can reduce this one over here, and this is done. And now we can check for the angle. For angle we can draw the coordinate axis or the quadrant, so this one, and uh, 31.72 we can draw like this one, so this angle will be 31.72, and minus 85 is here, minus 85 will be this one, and minus not 85, minus 58. So we can write over here minus 58. So this one will be minus 58.28, and if we check, our range is from 0 to 180, so minus 58 we cannot take, and we can take the reflex angle, and that angle will be what? That angle we can extend like this, so this will be 180 minus, we can take this angle up to this one, and this angle will be 180 minus 58.28, and this will be equal to 180, and plus answer will be equal to 121.72, 121.72. And so this will be the second angle, 121. We can write 180 minus 58.28, and this will be equal to 121.72. so one angle is this one, second angle is this one in form of degrees. This is our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. So negative we will not be taking, so because that is out of range. Now question number 4, a variable x and y satisfies the differential equation, and this is the differential equation. It is given that y is equal to 4 when x is equal to pi. So solve the differential equation obtaining an expression for y in terms of x. This is 6 marks question, and we can rewrite this equation, this given equation we can write as y, we will shift to other side, so 1 over y dy is equal to sine x over, we can write 1 minus cos x and dx. Now we can integrate on both sides, so 1 over y dy is equal to integral of sine x over 1 minus cos x dx, and when we take integral of this one will be what? Log of y will be equal to log of mod of 1 minus cos x and plus c. Now derivative of what next we can do, we can write like c value. We need to find c value. To find c value, we can say y is equal to 4. We can replace these values. Y is equal to 4 and x is equal to pi. So log of how we have done this, basically we know that derivative of d over dx of what? 1 minus cos x is equal to sine x, and this sine x is there as numerator, so we can write this is basically the derivative. So sine x is there, this is the derivative of this one, so we have written log of this. So if derivative is there in numerator, then we can write log form. This is what you know. Now we can replace these two values, so our c value will be log of 4 is equal to log of 1 minus cos of pi, and cos of pi will be minus 1, so 1 minus minus 1 will be 2, so plus c, and this will be equal to what? C will be equal to log of 4 minus log of 2, and this will be equal to log of 4 by 2, which we can write as log of 2. So this is value of c, which we can replace in our this equation. So our equation will be log of y is equal to log of 1 minus cos x mod plus log of 2. Now this is basically now we can get rid of log we can before removing log we can apply multiplication rule of log over here, and we can write log of 2 1 minus cos x and is equal to log of y. So log we can leave, and this will be y is equal to 2 into 1 minus cos x, and this will be y in terms of x. This is also done. Now we can move towards the sketching of this one. Sketch the graph of y against x for 0, x vary from 0 to 2 pi. This one I have inserted. This is not part of the questionnaire, so I will explain in a while. So, our equation is what? Our equation is y is equal to 2 into 1 minus cos x. So we can write down the equation over here. Y is equal to 2 into 1 minus cos x. This is our equation, and we have to draw this graph. So we can draw like y-axis we can draw over here, and we can take this one as x-axis, and we can take like pi by 2 or 90 degree, 180 degree, 270, and then we can take as 2 pi or 360. So this will be 2 pi, this will be pi, this will be 3 by 2 or 3 by 4 pi, 3 by 2 pi. So, and this will be what? This will be pi by 2. And then what? This will be 0, and this side we can take as 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So rough sketch we will be drawing for this one. This is only 1 mark question, but I'm explaining properly so that you can apply the same knowledge in other type transformation and graph questions. And for we can just find the values, table of values you can form, or you can directly use. So this will be, our equation is what? 2 into 1 minus cos x and bracket close and bracket close again. Now we can take like cos 0. So calculate for 0, and this is equal to 0. So if cos is 0, if theta is 0, then our y value will be 0. This is what we found. And the second thing will be when theta will be equal to pi by 2 or 90. So calculate for 90, and this will be equal to 2. So for 90 this is 2, and for 270, so calculate for 270, and this is equal to 2 again. So 270 will be 2. And now we can check for 360, calculate for 360 or 2 pi, and this will be equal to 0. So 360 is 0. So this is the table of values which we will be utilizing, and our graph will be, so 360 is 0, 0 is 0, and for pi it is 4. 180 we missed basically. So we can check for 180 as well. So calculate for 180, and this is equal to 4. So we can write here 180 will be 4, and 184 will be over here, and we can mark over here. And 90 is 2, so our value will be over here, and 270 will be also 2, and we can roughly mark over here. So our sketch will be, our graph will be like this one, curving like this maximum point and coming down like this and bending like, so it's the rough sketch which I've drawn. And you can see this is the maximum point at pi is maximum point. This is the max. We can write this one as maximum point. And what else we can do? So value of 2 will be over here. This will be like value of 2 imbalance. So we can just remove this one. This is sufficient sketch we have provided, and this will be now the same thing we can understand in a better way by the use of some softwares. These are available. This one. So this is the software which I'm using. You can use any other, and keep in mind these type of softwares are not available in exam. So this is for your practice. You can practice at home, and this will improve your skill level and understanding of graph. So normal cos x graph looks like this one. This is from 0 to 3 to 360 or 2 pi we have drawn over here. And if we draw the graph which we want to draw is y is equal to 2 minus 2 cos x, and this is our graph which you can see is this green color, and up to 360, this is 360 line which we can check. This is 360, and our target graph is from 0 to 360 up to this one. And if we inactivate this cos x graph, and this is our question, which is y is equal to 2 minus 2 cos x, and if you see this maximum point is at 180, which is pi 180 and 4, and this is 0 and 0 point, and this is 360 and 0 point. And the same graph I have inserted, I have copied on the paper also. So this is the graph which I have inserted over here, and we can bring it in the front, and we can see this one. This is like up to 360. This is the maximum point, which is pi and 180 pi and 4, or 180 and 4, and this will be 0 point. And you can check from here, this is 90, and this is 2 and 270 also, 2 values. So this is the perfect curve I have shown you, so that you can understand properly. Hopefully it's helpful. Now we can move to question number 5. Question number 5 says a part, express this in the form of r sine x plus alpha, where r is greater than 0 and alpha is from 0 to 90 degree. State the exact value of r and give alpha correct to 2 decimal places. This is 3-mark question. So r, we can write x component square plus y component square, which is 2 squared, and this will be under root, and this will be equal to 7 plus 4 root, which is equal to 11 root. So this will be r value, and we can take alpha, which is equal to tan inverse of y over x, and this one we can take y is 2 and under root 7, and this will be equal to, we can check for tan inverse of 2 over square root of 7, and this one we can write 37.086, or we can write 37.09. So 37.09 degrees, this will be tan alpha, and we know that theta is equal to tan inverse of y over x. This is the result which we have utilized, and r value is equal to x square plus y square under root. So these are the results which we have used, and now we can write this as under root 11 sine of what? Sine of, we are replacing in this one, sine of x plus alpha value we got 7.09 degrees, and alpha value is what? Alpha is equal to 37.09 degrees. This is the final answer for this part. Now we can move to B part. B part says hence solve the equation this from 0 to 180 degree. This is also 5 marks part. So the equation which we got was 11 sine of we can apply for the same equation, we can apply for 2 theta. So it will be sine of 2 theta plus 37.09 degrees, and this is given over here that this is equal to 1, so we can replace equal to 1. Now we can shift this 11 under root to the other side, so our equation will become 2 theta plus 37.09 degrees is equal to 1 over under root 11, and 2 theta sine inverse we can shift sine to other side, so 2 theta plus 37.09 degrees will be equal to sine inverse of 1 over under root 11. Now sine inverse of 1 over under root 11, we can check sine inverse of 1 over square root of 11 and bracket close, and this is equal to 17.5. So this is equal to 17.5 degrees, and further we can rewrite the equation. Our equation will be 2 theta plus 37.09 is equal to 17.5 degrees. Now we can check for the angles, and angles will be what? Angles we can take from here, we can draw the quadrants, and 17.5 is this one, so we can take this one as 17.5 degrees, and the second angle which we can take from here for sine is this one, which we can take as 180 minus 17.5, so it will be 162.5 degrees, and this is 17.5. so for 17.5 we got angles. One is 17.5 and the other angle which we got is 162.5 degrees. Now we will just move this diagram a little away so that it should not be confusing for you, and I'll shrink also it. Okay, so now this is these are the two angles. For the second angle we can add 360 in 17.5 and we'll get 377.5, and we will add 360 in this and we will get what, 360 plus 162.5, and this is equal to 522.5. 522.5. So we will check these angles. For this one we can write like 2 theta will be equal to we can check theta will be equal to what? This will be 17.5. So 17.5 minus 37.09 and divided by 2, and this will be equal to what? This will be fraction 17.5 minus 37.09 and divided by 2 will be equal to minus 9.7, or we can write minus 9.8 minus 9.8. So the next angle which we can find will be what? This will be 162.5 minus 37.09 over 2, and this will be equal to, now we can replace just this value and this will be 162.5, and our answer will be 62.7. So 62.7. Now the third angle which we can write will be what? Will be 377. So 377.5 minus 37.09 divided by 2, and this angle we can replace over here. This will be 377.5, and this is resulting to 170.2. So 170.2, and the fourth angle, which is 522.5 minus 37.09 divided by 2, and this will be, again we can change this, 522.5, and this will be resulting to 242.7. Now we can check our range is from 0 to 180. So within 0 to 180 values we will be accepting, we will reject this. This is also more than 180, so these are the two values which will be our answer. So our answer will be this one and this one. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 6, and question number 6 is partial fractions. F of x is provided where a is a positive constant. Express f of x in partial fractions. So 5a over 2x minus a into 3a minus x, we can write as a plus b over 1 factor 2x minus a and the other factor 3a minus x. We will multiply the whole equation by this denominator and we will get 5a is equal to 3a minus x into a plus 2x minus a into b. And now we can target this one to make it 0. We can, otherwise we'll make this one first 0, so this will be, x will be equal to 3a. So we can put x is equal to 3a, and it will be resulting to a, coefficient of a as 0. So 5a will be equal to, this will be 0 and this will be plus, this will be 2a minus a, so it will be a into b. A into b, no, 3a, 3, this will be like 2 into 3 will be 6, so 6a minus a into b, that will be resulting to 5a into b. 5a into b. Now we can check for the value of b. B will be equal to 5a over 5a, which is equal to 1. So this implies b is equal to 1. We got b value 1. Now we can target for a value, and for that one we will be putting this one as 1 by 2a or a by 2. So we can put x is equal to a by 2. And this will be resulting to, this value will be resulting to b is equal to 0. So our equation will become 5a is equal to 3a minus a by 2 into a and plus 0. So this will be 5a is equal to 3 minus 1 by 2 will be 2.5. So 2.5a plus 0. So a will be equal to 5a over 2.5. We missed a over here. Okay, so 2.5a, and this will be equal to 2. So a value is equal to 2. We got a and b both values. Now we can write f of x. F of x will in partial fraction format. So this will be 2x plus a and 2x minus a, basically 2x minus a. So this should be minus, and the second value will be what? B value is 1. So 1 over, this will be 3x, 3a minus x, 3a minus x, and this will be the final partial fraction. Now b part is integral of this one from a to 2a, f of x dx is equal to log 6. We have to show this one. So to show this integral of a to 2a, and the function is what? F of x. We have done partial fractions and we will be using that one, and this plus this will be 1 over 3a minus x, and this will be like this dx. Now we will take integral of this. Integral of this will be what? Derivative of denominator is there on the top. For this one we don't have derivative, so we have derivative for this also, but we need minus sign. So we can write this as 2 log 2 as it is, and log of 2x minus 1 minus a over the derivative of 2x, which is 2. And similarly this one we can write log of 3a minus x over minus 1, and this will be what? We can write the limits, that is a and 2a. Further we can replace the upper and lower limits, and before that one we can cancel these two, and our equation will become what? Log of 2x minus a and minus log of 3a minus x, and the limits are a to 2a. Now we can apply the log rule. Log a minus b will be equal to log of a over b is 3a minus x, and this will be with the limits a and 2a, and a and 2a, or what? Yes, a and 2. Now we can apply the upper limit first. So upper limit will be 2a, so this will be 4a minus a, this will be 3a, and denominator will be 3a minus 2a, so it will be a, and minus the lower limit, so log of 2a minus a will be a over 3a minus a will be 2a, and this one. Now we can cancel this a, and we will get the equation that will be log of 3 minus log of 1 over 2. So log of a minus log b again. So log of 3 over 1 by 2, and this one will be equal to log of 6, and this was what we need to prove. This was 4-mark question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 7. Two lines have equation. This is for one line and this is for second line. Show that the lines are skew. This is a 5-mark question. For skewness, we will be proving one thing, that they are not parallel. So this is one thing which we need to prove, and the second thing we will show that they are not they are meeting each other. So if they are not meeting basically, so we will show that they will not be meeting. So first one, not parallel, this is what we have to show. For this one we can check this one, 2 minus 1 and 3 and 1 minus 1 and 4. These are not multiples of each other, so these two should be multiple of each other for parallel lines. So we can write not parallel, because we can write 2 minus 1 and 3 and 1 minus 1 and 4 are not multiples of each other. So one condition. Second condition, to show the skewness, so we can suppose that two lines meet each other. So suppose this thing will be suppose that two lines meet at a point. So if they are meeting, then R should be equal to R. It means what? It means 1, 3, 2, this one plus S into 2 minus 1 and 3 should be equal to 2, 1, 4 and plus T into 1 minus 1 and 4. So this one should be equal. Let us check whether these are equal or not equal. This is what we will be checking. Now we can simplify this side. 1 plus 2s and 3 minus s and 2 plus 3s. This side is equal to, this side will be 2 plus t, 1 minus t and 4 plus 4t. Now we can equate the equations. 1 plus 2s is equal to 2 plus t. This implies t value will be what? T value will be equal to 1 plus 2s minus 2. So this will be 1. This will be minus 1 plus 2s. This will be t value which we can use when we compare the second equation, which is 3 minus s is equal to 1 minus t. So t value will be replacing and we will get minus 1 plus 2s, and this will be equal to what? 3 minus s is equal to 1 plus s, 1 plus 1 minus 2s. So 2s we can shift to the other side, so our equation will be 2s minus s is equal to 2 minus 3. So s is equal to minus 1. So s will be equal to minus 1. Now these two values we will be utilizing when we compare the third equation. 2 plus 3s is equal to 4 plus 4t, and we will check whether it is satisfying or not. So 2 plus 3 into s is minus 1, and this is equal to 4 plus 4 into t value is what? T value, basically we have to replace this s in t, so t is equal to minus 1 and plus 2 into minus 1, so minus 2, and this will be equal to minus 3. So t value is minus 3, which we will replace over here, minus 3, and this side will be minus 12 plus 4 will be minus 8, and this side will be minus 1. So we saw here that these two are not equal to each other. So as minus 1 is not equal to minus 8, we can write as minus 1 is not equal to minus 8. Hence, our supposition is wrong. So it means that if our supposition is wrong, mean they are not meeting at a point, so hence they are non-parallel and not meeting at a point, so they are skewed. Now we can go through B part. B part, find the acute angle between the directions of the two lines, and this is 3 more questions. So we can use scalar product of direction vectors, and this will be 2 minus 1 and 3, and this will be multiplied by 1 minus 1 and 4, and this is equal to magnitude of this one into magnitude of this one into cos of theta. So this will be 2 squared plus minus 1 squared plus 3 squared, and this will be under root, and the second will be 1 squared and plus minus 1 squared plus 4 squared and cos of theta. Now we can multiply these two and we'll get 2 minus 1 into minus 1 will be plus 1 and 3 into 4 will be 12. So plus 12 is equal to, this will be 9 plus 4 will be 13 minus 13 plus 1 will be 14. So it will be 14 under root, and this one will be 16 plus 1 plus 1. So 18 under root and cos of theta. So this side will be 12, 13, 14, 15. So it will be 15 over under root 14 under root 18. This one is equal to cos theta, and theta is equal to cos inverse of 15 over 14 and under root 18, and this one we can calculate shift cos of 15 over under root 14 and multiply by under root 18, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 19.1 degrees. This will be final answer for this part. Now we can move to question number 8. Question number 8 says the complex number u, v are defined by u is this one and v is this one. So u, v, two vectors, and u is given, v is also given, and they're saying a part find u over v in the form of x plus iota y, where x and y are real numbers. So this is a 3 marks question, and we can write u over v, and u is minus 4 plus 2 iota, and over this will be 3 plus iota, and this will be equal to what we can basically rationalize. So 3 minus iota over 3 minus iota, and we can multiply minus 4 with 3 will be minus 12, and minus 4 with minus iota will be plus 4 iota, and 2 iota multiplied by 3 will be plus 6 iota, and 2 iota multiplied by minus iota will be minus 2, and iota square will be changing to sign, so plus 2, and this will be 3 squared, diameter will be 3 squared minus iota squared, and this will be equal to, we can add the like terms, so it will be 10 minus 10 minus 10 and plus 10 iota over this will be 2 and minus plus, so it will be 3 plus 1 will be 3 will be changing to 9 because square, so 9 plus 1 will be 10, so over 10. Now we can take 10 common from the numerator, so it will be minus 1 plus iota over 10, and this will be cancelled, and our answer will be minus 1 plus iota, and this will be the final answer for this part, u over v. Now for b part, hence express u over v in this format where r and theta are exact values. So r, we can write r will be what, x component, which is 1 under root squared and plus 1 squared, and this will be equal to 2 under root, and theta will be equal to what, theta will be equal to argument of u over v, and that will be equal to argument of u over v we have already calculated, minus 1 plus iota, and this will be what, if we draw this one, we can draw like this one. So this side is real side, and this is imaginary side, and we can take like 1 unit this side and 1 unit this side, and this will be -1, and plus aorta will be over here, and we can draw vector like this one, and our triangle will be this one. This will be 90°. This is 1 unit, this is also 1 unit. This is 1 unit means this distance will be 1 unit. This point is -1, but the distance is minus this distance is 1. So this will be what we can find: tan theta and tan theta for this triangle, this smaller triangle. We can find tan theta is equal to 1/1, so that will be 1. So theta is equal to tan inverse of 1, and tan inverse of 1 is equal to what? Shift tan of 1, and this is equal to 45, or in terms of pi it will be pi/4. So we can write theta will be equal to what? Theta will be equal to pi minus pi/4. So this will be our theta value, which will be pi minus pi/4. So we can write theta is equal to pi minus pi/4, which is equal to 3 pi/4, and u over v we can write under root 2, and theta value, basically we are replacing r and theta value in this one. So r is under 2 and e raised to the power iota, and theta is 3 pi/4, and this will be final answer for this part. Now C part says in an Argand diagram with origin O, the points A, B, C represent the complex numbers. So A represents U, this one, B represents V, and U plus V. So C is U plus V. State fully the geometrical relationship between OA and BC. This is 2-mark question, so we can relate A, B, and C. A is U, B is V, and C is 2U plus V. And U is what is given in the previous part. U in the main question, this is U, this is V, and U 2U plus V we can find. So we will mention here U is -4 plus 2 aorta, and V is 3 plus aorta, and 2 into U will be -4 plus 2 aorta, and plus V will be 3 plus aorta, and we will open this, and this will be 2 into -4 will be -8, plus this will be 4 aorta, and plus 3 plus aorta, and this will be equal to what? 5 -5 plus 5 aorta. So this will be our U plus 2U plus 2U plus V value. Now after this one, what I will do, I will shrink it a little like this one, and it should remain to the readable size, and this is our aorta. Okay, now we can draw the diagram. And diagram, how we will be drawing, we can take the coordinates like this one and like this one. So our A value, A point is, we can take on both sides like 2, and this is like our 2, and this is 4, so we can take this one as 2 and 4, and this side also we can take as 2, and this one will be like this one, we can take -2 and -4, and this side also we can take like this one, we can take as 2, and this one we can take as 4. Now B point is what? B is 3 and minus iota. So 3 will be in the middle of this one and 1 will be in the middle of this. Roughly I'm taking B value, B over here, and this will be A value, A will point will be minus 4 and 2 iota. So minus 4 and 2 will be around here, so we can take this one as A, and AB will be what? AB will be this one. Now we can draw OA also, and OA we can draw, this will be OA, this is our origin. Now we can draw C point, and C point we got over here minus 5 plus 5 iota, and minus 5 will be and plus 5 iota, so we can take like this one over here. This will be our C point, and B point we can join B and C, and B and C will be our this point. Now to find the relationship we can write BC. BC will be what? C minus B. So C is minus 5 plus minus 5 minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3 for B, and plus this will be plus 5 and minus 1, and this will be iota. So this will be our BC, and it minus 8 and plus 4 iota. This will be BC. Now we can find OA also, and OA is what? OA is we already given, so minus 4 plus 2 iota. And if we check these two equations, they are multiple of each other and they have a relation. If you multiply OA, this one with 2, you will get BC. So we can write OA is equal to 2OA is equal to BC, or we can write OA is equal to 1 by 2 BC. This one, or OA is equal to 1 by 2 BC. So both equations are correct. And now we can basically we can this is the relation, which is we can write OA and BC are parallel, number one thing, and the second thing is BC is equal to 2OA. These are the two things which we will be mentioning for this part. Now D part says prove that angle AOB is 3 by 4 pi. So for this one, angle AOB will be which angle? So we can join OB as well. If we join OB, and AOB will be this much angle. Now we can check for this triangle. Which triangle I'm talking about? I will join this one, and I'm talking about this smaller triangle, which is OB, and this point we can take as D. So OBD, in triangle OBD, in triangle OBD. Otherwise, what we can do, we can apply cosine rule as well, and cosine rule will be what? We can find this side. We can, in triangle OBD, this will be angle, we can find this angle will be equal to BD is what? BD over OD is equal to tan of theta, and BD is 1 and OD is 2. So 1 by 2 tan theta. This implies theta is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2, and tan not 1 by 2, it should be 3 because D point is up to 3, not 2. So we'll change this one as 3 and this will be 1 over 3. So tan inverse of 1 over 3. Shift tan of 1 over 3, and this is equal to 18.43. So angle will be equal to 18.43, and this angle is 18.43. Hopefully you understood this. Now we will consider the other side also with a point, this one, and we can consider this triangle, and in this triangle we will find this angle, and this side is 4, base is 4, and this height is 2, so 2 and this side is 4, and we can write in triangle AEO. So this point we can take E. So in triangle AEO, AE over OE is equal to tan of theta, and theta will be equal to tan inverse of AE is 2 over 4, so this will be equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2, and tan inverse of 1 by 2 we can change over here, so 1 by 2, and this will be equal to 26.57. So 26.57 degrees, and this angle is 26.57 degrees. Now our required angle AOB is what? Angle AOB will be equal to 180 minus these two angles, and those two angles are what? 26.57 plus 18.43, and this will be equal to 180 minus in brackets 26.57 plus 18.43, and this is equal to 135. So 135 we can write as 3 by 4 pi. 130 can be answer, or 3 by 4 pi. Basically this one we have to prove, so we will write 3 by 4 pi. This is done. Now we can move to question number 9. Question number 9 says let f of x is equal to this one. The equation f of x has one root denoted by a. Verify by calculation that a lies between 1 and 1.5. So straightforward, we can do f of 1, which will be e squared, x value 1, so e squared plus 1 over e squared minus 1, and this value will be equal to what? This value will be e squared and plus 1 over e squared, and basically I'll have to type it again. So fraction and e squared and plus 1 over e squared and minus 1, and we will calculate. This will be equal to 1.310. 1.3130. 1.3130, yes. Now for f of 1.5 also we can write that will be e raised to the power 2 into 1.5 will be 3, and plus 1 over e raised to power 3 minus 1 is equal to what? Here we can change the power, and power will be cubed, and this one also power will be cubed, and this is equal to 1.105, 1.105, and we can subtract 1 from this one. This implies 1.3130 minus 1, and this implies 1.105 minus 1 is minus 1.5, because this is 1.5, so we will subtract 1.5 is equal to what? We can check this value, minus 1.5 minus 1.5, this will give us minus 0.395, minus 0.395, and the upper value we can check 1.3130 minus 1, and this is equal to 0.313, 0.313, and we can see the sign change, so we can write sign change, hence A lies in between 1 and 1.5. This is done, 2-mark question, and we can move to the B part. B part says use an iterative formula based on the equation in part A to determine A correct to 2 decimal places. Give the result of each iteration to 4 decimal places. This is 3-mark question. We can write down the equation. X is equal to e raised per 2x plus 1 over e raised per 2x minus 1, and x value we can use x1 value, we will be taking in between 1 and 1.5, so it will be 1.25, and we can type the equation. We'll be typing this equation e raised to the power 2 and x, and plus 1 over e raised to the power 2x, sorry, 2x, this one 2x, and minus should be over here, minus 1, and now we can calculate for 1.25, and we will get 1.7885, so 1.789, 1.78 1.1789, so 1.1789, up to 4 decimal places we have to take. So this will be our x2. We can write x3, so x3 will be calculate for answer, and this will give us 1.2091, 1.2091, and x4 will be calculate for answer, and this is equal to 1.1956, 1.1956, and x5 will be equal to calculate for answer, and this will give us 1.2014, 1.20147, so I will write 5, and x6 will be what? Calculate for answer, and this will give us 1.1989, 1.1989. So we are done with the 6. Still we are waiting for 3 consecutive similar numbers, so we can write x7, and x7 will be calculate for answer, and this will be 1.2000, 1.2000, and x8 will be equal to calculate for answer is equal to 1.1995, 1.1995, and calculate for answer, and this is equal to 1.199 1.1997 x9 and x10 will be equal to, calculate for answer, and this will be 1.1996. 1.1996. Now we are getting repeated values over here, and this will be, it can be rounded to 1.2, 1.20 up to 2 decimal places we have to provide. These are sufficient iterations we have provided. C part, find f dash of x, hence find the exact value of x for which f dash of x is equal to 8. This is 6 marks part. So f of x is equal to, we know this is 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 e raised to the power 2x minus 1. Now we can um, take this one differentiation. So f dash of x will be u over v format. So denominator as it is, we will take square of the denominator, and numerator over here e raised per 2x minus 1, and derivative of numerator will be what? Will be 2 into e raised to the power 2x. So 2 here and e raised per 2x, and minus numerator as it is, which is e raised to the power 2x plus 1, and derivative of the denominator, which is e raised per 2x into 2. And now we can rewrite it as 2e raised to the power 2x, which we can take common from both, and inside will be e raised per 2x minus 1 and minus e raised to the power 2x minus 1 over this will be e raised per 2x minus 1 squared. And now we can cancel this one, and this one can be cancelled, and next step we can write this as, so this one minus 1 and minus 1 will result to minus 2, and this minus 2 will be multiplied by this 2, so we'll get minus 4 e raised per 2x, and denominator will be e raised per 2x minus 1 whole squared. And we know it is provided that it's equal to minus 8, we can equate it to minus 8. Now we can cross multiply, and if we cross multiply, we will get minus 4 e raised per 2x is equal to minus 8 e raised per 2x. And now first we have to open the bracket basically, so minus 8 into e raised per 2x minus 1 squared, and we will open the squared. Before opening square, we can cancel this minus, and we can cancel this 4 also. We'll get 2 here, and this side will be e raised to the power 2x, and this will be equal to 2 into square of this one will be a squared, so e raised to power 4x plus b square, so plus 1, and minus 2ab, so minus 2 e raised per 2x. And now we can open this, so it will be e raised per 2x is equal to 2 e raised per 4x plus 2 minus 4 e raised to the power 2x. And further we can shift this one to the other side, we will get 2 e raised per 4x and 2 e raised per 4x, and then minus 4 e raised per 2x minus e raised per 2x, and plus 2 is equal to 0, and this will shrink to e raised per 4x minus 5 e raised to the power 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. And we can basically we can shrink this a little so that we can get space, otherwise we can keep as it is, no problem. So further we can write e raised to the power okay, I will write on this side e raised to the power 2x is equal to y. So this will be what? This will be 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. This will be our quadratic equation in terms of y, and we can use the quadratic formula or any other method. So coefficient of y square is 2, coefficient of y is -5, and constant value is 2. So this will be giving us 2 and 1 by 2. So we can write y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 by 2, and replacing value again we will get e raised to the power 2x is equal to 2 and e raised to the power 2x is equal to 1 by 2. So we'll take log. So log of 2, no, this will be 2x is equal to log of 2, and this will be 2x is equal to log of 0.5 or 1 by 2, and log of 0.5 is negative, I think so we'll check log of 0.5 is, yes, negative, so we'll reject this one. Because it is given x is greater than 0 in the question, it is provided over here, over somewhere they provided this one, x value is greater than 0, so that's why we rejected this one. Now we can just write x is equal to 1 by 2 log of 2, and this is the solution. Now question number 10. Question number 10 says the diagram shows the curve y is equal to sine 2x cos square x, and x is greater than 0 and less than pi by 2. So, and its maximum point is m. Use the substitution y is equal to sine x. Find the exact area of the region bounded by the curve and the x-axis, and this is 5 marks question. We'll use this equation, and this equation is, we can take integral y and dy is equal to integral, and integral will be 0 to pi by 2, so 0 to pi by 2 will be equal to what? This will be sine of 2x and cos square x dx. Now we will be using two formulas. One is sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x, 2 sine x cos x, and the other formula is cos, cos square x is equal to 1 minus sine square x. So these two formulas we will be utilizing for further. So now we can write this as integral 0 to pi by 2. Now sine 2x, this one we can write 2 sine x cos x, so this will be 2 sine x cos x, and in brackets this cos square x we can write 1 minus sine square x, so 1 minus sine square x dx. Further we can write this one as 2 sine x and minus 2 sine cube x, and cos x we can take outside, so this will be cos x, and integral will be from 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2 dx. Now we can replace sine x is equal to u, this one they have given u is equal to, we can replace over here, u is equal to sine x, so du will be equal to cos x dx. So this will be our du value, and now we can after replacing this one, limit also we can check when x tends to 0, it means what? When x is equal to 0, u will be equal to 0. Sine 0 is 0, so u will be 0. And when x is equal to pi by 2, u will be equal to sine pi by 2 is 1, so u will be 1. So our new limit for u will be 0 to 1. So our changed limits will be 0 to 1, and this will be 2u, this should be x over here, we missed. So 2u minus 2u cubed, and cos x dx is du, so we will write here du. Now we can integrate, and after integration it will be 2u squared divided by 2 minus 2 u raised to power 4 over 4, and limits will be from 0 to 1. Further we can cancel whatever cancellations possible. This will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, and this will be 2, and we can write here u squared minus u4 over 2, or 1 by 2u, or like this, and this will be 0 to 1. Now we can replace the upper limit first, so it will be 1 minus 1 by 2, and the second limit will be 0, so minus 0, so this will be equal to 1 by 2, and this many units square will be area for this one, because we have to find the area of the region bounded by the curve and the x-axis. This is done. Hopefully you understood. Now we can go through the second part, B part. Find the exact x coordinate of m. Y, we know y is equal to sine 2x cos square x. Now we can find dy by dx, so dy over dx m coordinate. M is the maximum point, so dy by dx at m will be equal to 0, so we'll take derivative and then we'll put equal to 0. So derivative of this will be u into v, so u and v, two functions, so sine 2x as it is, and derivative of 2 cos x will be 2 cos x into minus sine x, and plus next will be cos square x as it is, and sine 2x, derivative of sine 2x is cos 2x, and derivative of 2x is 2, so we can write here 2 cos 2x. Now we can rewrite it as sine 2x. We can write sine 2x, and inside we can write 2 sine minus 2, basically minus 2 sine x cos x, and plus this will be 2 cos 2x and cos square x, just arranged in different way. Now we can apply the formulas, and formula is what sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x, the same formula which we applied in the previous question, previous part also, and cos 2x will be equal to cos square x minus sine square x. So these will be the two formulas which we will be using. Now we can rewrite this one. This will be we can rewrite it as we will replace basically sine 2x by this one and cos 2x by this one. So these two values we will replace over here, and we will get this will be sine of, I will write over here, this will be 2 sine x cos x, 2 sine x cos x, this one, and second is minus 2 sine x cos x, and plus this will be 2, and cos 2x will be replaced by cos square x minus sine square x into cos square x. Further, now we can put this one equal to 0. We can write over here dy over dx will be equal to 0, because this is a maximum point, so we will write this 2 and minus 2 will be multiplied, and this will be minus 4 sine square x cos square x and minus. So further we can rewrite it as 2 and cos square x minus sine square x into cos square x, and this will be equal to 0, and this should be plus over here. Now we can rewrite this equation, and 2 we can take common, minus 2 basically we can take common and send to other side, which is 0, so it will be 0. So minus 2, if we are taking common, inside will be sine square x cos square x, and minus 2 into this should be 2 over here, and this 2 is gone, so minus cos square x minus sine square x and cos square x and equal to 0. So minus 2 is not equal to 0, so minus 2 is not equal to 0. This implies 2 sine square x cos square x minus cos square x minus sine square x in brackets, and cos square x is equal to 0. So this one we can rewrite it as, this will be uh, 2 sine square x. Basically, if we uh, open this one, we can cancel this cos square, or we can rewrite it as equal to this and get rid of this one, and this cos square x we can cancel from both sides, and our equation will reduce to 2 sine square x is equal to cos square x minus sine square x, and this sine square x we can shift to the other side, so it will be 3 sine square x is equal to cos square x, and this will be cos square x we can divide on both sides, so this will be cancelled, and this will be tan square x is equal to 1 over 3, and this implies tan x will be equal to, first we can just write tan x is equal to plus minus 1 over 3, and negative value we will be leaving, and we will take tan x is equal to under root 1 over 3, and under root 1 over 3 will be what? We can take tan inverse of x will be equal to tan inverse of 1 over under root 3, and this will be equal to shift tan of 1 over root 3, and this will be equal to 30 degree or pi by 6 radian we can write, and this will be answer. And hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Don't forget to press bell icon also, so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.